This is a message for someone who is stepping into their most abundant, grandest freaking life. Like, this is like the shift moment for you. And if this message resonates with you, you're already like tapping into this epic version of yourself. And that might just be this calm, resonant feeling, right? Like, you're just understanding that this resonance within you is literally the path to everything you want. And if you're not understanding that, then this message is to tell you that that calm is how you get to the place you want to be. Because your grandest self, and it's your grandest self in this incarnation, right? You're gonna live plenty of more lives, but in this incarnation, this is like your grandest version of yourself that you're stepping into and that you came here to be. This is like the truth of you, literally. It's who you came here to be. You came here to know yourself as the one who is limitless and who can manifest parallel realities and shift into them with a snap of your fingers. And it's not, of course, literally snapping your fingers. It's an embodiment of the frequency of it. And then your reality mirror will shift to reflect that. And you're getting to know this concept, I'm hearing. You're even like feeling the frequency of this very aligned, wealthy version of yourself who is just so rich and always knows that everything's working out for them. Like, this is who you're stepping into right now. And like, you're feeling the frequency of it. And that's literally the first step. And that's why it's lining up for you. And it's actually starting to manifest. So you're gonna start to see like little hints and like synchronicities that are just signs from source, from the universe, from your guides, your angels, like whatever you're connected with. It's gonna show you, the reality around you is gonna show you just like little hints that it's coming and that like you're aligning with it. And like, they're telling me to tell you, and they meaning someone like who's in alignment with you in your highest self. This could be source, this could be your angels, it could be your guides, like I said before. They're telling me that you need to let your proof be your frequency. Let this be the proof that the manifestation is on its way, because it's the only proof that you need, is what I'm hearing. Literally, like, when you have the feeling of knowing everything's working out for you all day, every day, the mirror 3D reality is gonna reflect that. It's gonna mirror that. It's dope, because who doesn't want to live in a reality in which everything's working out for them all day, every day? And like, this is literally the natural state of being for all of us that we've lost touch with as source energy beings of light in the manifested realm, right? In the manifested 3D realm, we came here as non-physical, light and love, source energy beings, the all creator. And we decided to come in to know who we are and have that experience of remembering and have the experience of the ups and downs of the experience of remembering the self as the limitless. I'm hearing the words frequency child, which is so hilarious and like, whoa. I guess that's what we are. We're frequency children, and like, cause like, that's what we are, literally. So it's so funny that that phrase came through, frequency child. So what does this mean? This means that you are literally frequency, and like, that's how this body is manifested. And it's manifested in every moment based on your state of being. And like, just you, just the essence of you is manifesting as this physical form in every moment. It's like a projector, right? It's like a projector screen. It's like the light shines the picture and it creates a new picture in every single quantum moment, every single micro moment, right? And so it's just like recreating this 3D reality in every freaking moment. And so that's how, and like, I'm pretty sure like quantum physics is actually showing this to be true now in science. But let your science be your resonance. And like, this is the guidance we were born with, is our feelings and what our body is telling us in every moment about the thoughts we're thinking and about the frequency that we're being, right? And the guidance goes like this, okay? The guidance goes like this. If it feels good, it's in alignment with source. It's in alignment with truth. If it doesn't feel good, it's not in alignment with truth. And like, we've been taught that this is like the opposite, right? We've been taught like our whole lives that it's actually like, that like pain is gain. And yeah, pain is gain if you're in this game for mediocre creation, okay? But if you're watching this video and you're resonating with this message, I can guarantee that you're not here for mediocre creation. Are you? You are here to create the most grand shit like you can come up with. And the cool thing is that the way that it works is that when you get in the frequency of this thing you want, this next chapter that you want, this next identity you want to embody, source is gonna match that frequency with, I mean, if the frequency you're in is in alignment with truth and feels good to you, I should say, then like what manifests from that is gonna be so much grander than your human can come up with, like that your human can imagine. Like, you might be imagining a house on a beach. You might be imagining $1 million in your bank account. You might be imagining the car you want to be driving. You might be imagining the relationship you want to be in. Whatever it is for you in this moment, your desires are always going to be changing your whole life, right? And because we live more life and we narrow down our preferences in that way. And so our desires are always evolving, and so therefore our life is always going to be evolving. But the point being is that when you get in the frequency of what you want and it feels good to you, just know that what manifests is going to be like even more perfect for you than you could even imagine. That's how this game is best played, is just getting in the state of being and then allowing the 3D to mirror all the things that are just gonna surprise and delight you all day, every day. So don't get down on yourself if you like don't instantly manifest like $1 billion house. Just know that like the game is played by just continuing to embody the frequency you want to be in, and then you're just enjoying the fuck out of your all day, everyday life anyways. And then what happens as a result of that is that the manifestation will mirror that, and like all of a sudden you'll just find yourself in a manifestation of like just abundance where you're like, oh shit, my life is good. I created this, you know, because you did. You created all of it and you're continuing to create it. And you might have gotten messages like this before of like it's time for you to step into your best self. And you might have been receiving this, but this is what I'm feeling right now in the collective that I'm speaking to, is that those messages were brought to you to give you hope for this time right now. And like, you were still shedding layers of yourself that didn't match who you're trying to be during that time. And so that's why you're now arriving at this place where you're like getting this message that it's like, you already know because you're feeling it in your frequency, right? You already can know that it's coming. You can already know that your manifestation is going to shift. Like your manifested 3D reality is going to shift because you're feeling this feeling. You're tapping into who you want to be. You're tapping into this future version of yourself, this really grand version of yourself that exists within you and has always existed within you. It just took you to finally just surrender and understand that like this is real and that this is really how it gets to be for you, in order for you to commit to just being in this state of resonance within yourself. And if you're not resonating with this fully, if you're not like feeling this, I invite you to just picture how you want to feel. And you can, if you're experiencing some intense negative things in your life right now, they're showing you what you prefer, okay? And it's okay that you are where you are, because you're always just gonna be where you are, right? Like, does that make sense? Like, you gotta start where you are, okay? And you gotta start somewhere, and that's where you are now. And like, the best thing you can do is you can take out a journal and just write down like what these unwanted things are that are in your life. And then right underneath that, right? Because I'm not wanting these things, I have now decided that I do want abundance, safety, security, positivity in my relationship, harmony, ease, flow, wealth, the ability to pay my bills early, the ability to pay things off, the ability to give a homeless person $100, the ability to whatever it is. But, and then maybe it's just the ability to feel good, and that's where you're at. Maybe you're just having a hard time feeling good. And like, that's okay too. You know, like, you got to start where you're at. And if your desire is the ability to feel good, Source is going to lead you and guide you to ways to feel better. And maybe that's, and I'll give you some ideas right now. Maybe that is just envisioning the life you want to live in your mind space, like, or in activating with your heart, like feeling love while you're envisioning it. And maybe it is, maybe for you, it's just quieting your mind. Maybe it's like just setting a timer for 10 minutes and just listening to the sound of the air conditioner so that you can quiet all your thoughts. Because when you do that, your vibration rises automatically back to its natural resonance. Maybe it's going to the beach. Maybe it's taking a trip. Maybe if you can't take a trip, it's just making a list of the things that are working in your life. Because whatever you do that's putting you in a slightly better vibration, and you'll know because it'll feel like relief from what you were feeling before. Whatever you can do to put you in a better vibration, the momentum is going to pick up from there. And just remember that it's going to be easier to reach for and receive better feeling thoughts the more that you slowly dip your toes into a better feeling frequency. Right? Does that make sense? It's just going to get easier. When you push a snowball, it's a really big snowball, right? Picture like a huge snowball. And like I can't even show you how big it is because the screen is so small, but like it's gonna be like hard to push at first, but like once you get it going, even if it's on a hill, it's always gonna be on a hill, okay? The stream of well-being flows, okay? And it flows downhill, all right? It flows like, and you can put your boat in at any time, but you have to get the momentum going just a little bit, and then it'll just roll. And then you'll be receiving more positive thoughts, meaning you'll just be thinking more positively, just naturally. This is just how it works. And then when you're thinking more positively, more easily all day, every day, then you can start reaching for those visualizations of your dream life. Okay. And then you can start feeling into, what does that dream life feel like? Because for me, when I picture like this crazy house on the beach that I'm trying to manifest, like, it puts me in a state of calm. And because it puts me in a state of calm, I can know that it's in alignment with my truth, right? Because like I said before, your guidance was built into you, and it's going to tell you if you're thinking thoughts that are in alignment with your truth, with your source, with the divine, with your angels, with your higher self. Your higher self, who's already expanded into everything that you want, by the way, and is just waiting for you to vibrationally come up in frequency so that you match the resonance of the higher self that's expanded into all the things you want in order for the things to start popping in your manifestation. Right? Are you aware of this? Well, now you are. So, yeah, I invite you guys to just keep reaching for that better vibration. if you're not there. And if you are there, and this message is for that other collective who's like already tapping into the feeling, and you might be feeling some of all of this. That's a lot of you, I feel, are like in this in-between stage where you're like, you're shifting out of that density, right? Into this like more aligned place within yourself. And like I said, that's like literally the shift that I'm getting from the divine right now in this messaging that's being downloaded through me is like that you are tapping into this reality. And now that you've been tapping into it, it's going to manifest on the outside. And it's important for you to enjoy this journey, because when you stop enjoying the journey and you start noticing that you don't have your house in Malibu yet or whatever it is, that's when you put up your blockers again. And then you tell the universe, like, I still got more healing to do. I still have more to let go of. I still have more layers to shed before I can have this thing. Because the version of you that has the thing isn't worried about something that's not here. The version of you that has the thing is satisfied. And isn't that what you're shooting for anyways? Is the satisfaction that you're gonna feel because of it? That person that you're trying to be is not the person who just manifests the dream home and then is like, focusing on all the negative things about it and wanting it to change again. Right? Is this clicking for you? Because that's how you've been being to a certain extent, right? Maybe not for all of you, but for some of you, and very justified. Don't get me wrong. Like, you're not doing anything wrong by focusing on what's negative. It's just, I'm just here to tell you how it works, and like that it's okay no matter where you're on your path, and it's okay to be shedding layers, because maybe your higher self knows that you need to be a different version of yourself before you can have this thing. And that's always how it is, right? For the most part, a different version of yourself, meaning more in alignment with your truth. And so that's what we're always being called back to through these desires that we want, is just this coming home to truth. And that's what Source is calling us. That's what you're calling you back home to. Okay? Super excited for you guys. I just want you to know that no matter where you are on your path, like, things are about to get so good for you. Most of you that are like on this verge, and the ones that are still like focusing on density, the energy's moving so fast right now. It's going to be so easy for you to just switch. Just like I said, just start making lists of positive aspects. Start focusing on the things in your life that are working. Start embracing the vision you have of a better life. Like, start feeling into your feelings and how your body's feeling, and decide. It's up to you. You get to choose how you want to feel. It might not feel that way sometimes, but like, Mogul's confirming. Like, you get to choose. I dare you to trust that, and like to just experiment with that and play with that and see what you can come up with that's going to allow you to be in a better feeling state. Because that resonance, like I said, is literally going to help you manifest everything you want in your life. And it's going to be effortless. I know this from experience. This is how it gets to be. And like, if you don't want to be a mediocre creator and you want to create grand abundance, limitlessness, effortless ease in your life, this is available for all of us. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to settle anymore. You don't have to sacrifice. Find the good feeling place. That's all you have to do. All right, guys. I love you so much. Congratulations on wherever you're at in your journey. And I will see you in the next message.